Hi, today we're going to read a story about winter at the farm. I'm Farmer Jean Jones, and I like winter the best of all on the farm because winter is the time when we have a chance to sit by our nice cozy fires, and I can cook pots of stew in the kitchen, and we all have time as a family to sit and laugh and play together. But even when winter comes, it is a job for farmers to get ready for winter. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that. We really like this book very much, Sleep Tight Farm. It's a farm up in Vermont. And this farm is very much like the Jones farm. And so this is why it is one of our favorite books. It's written by Eugenie Doyle, and she is the farmer's wife on this for this book, and she had it illustrated by Becca Stadtlander. And I have looked at pictures of this farm on the internet, and you can too, and you will see what wonderful pictures she's drawn that represent the farm. Okay, so what we're going to do today is Farmer Jones, Terry, my husband, is going to read this story, and then I'm going to come back at the end, and I'm just going to read a little note that the author, Eugenie Doyle, wrote about her farm.
Hi, I'm Farmer Terry here at the Jones Family Farms, and I'm going to read you a story about putting the farm to sleep for the winter. And we've already done that here, and now we're in the middle of winter, and I just want to share some of these activities we did earlier as we prepared the land and our crops for winter. The December days shorten and darken. We are busy putting the farm to bed. With our crops mostly in, strawberries, raspberries, vegetables, honey, and hay, now is the time to prepare for deep frost, the coming wind and snow. Many hands make work light, Mom says. We shake straw over our strawberry plants to blanket them from winter's frosty bite. Next April and May, they'll leaf out green and blossom white. In June, they'll give fruit so red and juicy, we'll make jam and freeze berries to eat all summer, and through the winter, we lick our lips, remembering, good night, strawberries covered with straw. We cut kale and chard and broccoli. We saw down tree-like Brussels sprouts. We dig for the last carrots, beets, and potatoes to add to those stored in the barn. There they await the winter markets and our own winter meals. Above, in the hayloft, a mountain of harvested hay bales stands ready to sell. The fields rest brown and bare. Dad tills and plants a cover of oats and rye to protect and replenish the fields that gave us so much. Good night, fields, peaceful in sleep. Dad cuts back the raspberries before wind and snow can crack the canes. We cart the old brush to burn. Goodbye to last year's twigs and leaves with their bugs and spots. The promise of late summer's plump fruit lies in roots tucked underground. Good night, raspberries resting below. We stack wood by the house and in the sugar house too. It will heat our home all winter, and in early spring it will fuel the fire that boils maple sap into syrup. Good night, stacked wood, waiting to work. Before the winter winds come howling, we secure the hoop house plastic sides with ropes and bales of hay. Inside we float sheets of white cloth over the baby greens till the New Year's thaw. Safe, under cover, rest little leaves with mouth-filling names spinach, mizuna, tatsoi, arugula. Our winter salad greens will nap till a stronger sun can wake them. Last August, the hoop house grew so hot we rolled up the sides and flung open the doors while picking tomatoes, melons, and heat-loving okra. Now we button up the perfect shelter for changing weather. Good night, hoop house, wrapped up tight. We board up chinks in the chicken coop and set a timer to give the hens the light they need to lay eggs all winter. We fluff the nests with hay, plug in the water heater, scoop fresh grain. We collect the day's eggs, fragile gifts from our friends. Good night, chickens, snug in your coop. With bales of hay, we build a windbreak for the beehives and place a stone on each lid to hold it firm. We make the hive entrances smaller to keep roaming field mice out. Within each hive, a single queen lies in a cluster of maids working to help keep her fed. In September, we harvested honey and wax, but left enough for the bees, who made enough for us. Good night, bees, sheltered and safe. The farm stand is stocked for the holidays, with fresh eggs, greens and roots, onions and garlic braids, decorative corn, honey, and maple syrup. There's plenty for us and plenty to sell. Mom and Dad moved the planter, the cultivator, tiller, baler into the equipment shed to shelter from rust and cold. The tractors go in last. Good night, farm. The fire jumps in the wood stove. We feast on homegrown treats, vegetable soup and berry pie. We pull clinking lights from a box, untangle, tangle, to hang on the porch. Look, Mom says, the rising moon and the bright sway of stars in the sky. We light beeswax candles to soften the longest night. The farm is ready for down quilts of snow. The shh of the wind. Dad tucks us in. Good night, farmers. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, farm.
This is what the author, Eugenie Doyle, wrote at the very end of the book. And I really liked what she has written here, so that's why I wanted to read this part to you. Every winter, when the farm work has slowed, I write letters to a neighboring class of 3rd and 4th graders. I write about our chickens, the seeds we are ordering, the growers' meetings we attend, the maple trees we tap, and the plants we start in the greenhouse. The children write back asking questions. Do you have a dog? Do you like farming? What is your favorite food to grow? Then, in May, the children and their wonderful teacher come to the farm for lunch and a visit. They pull weeds, gather eggs, harvest the first strawberries and radishes, and explore the farm. They are such knowledgeable visitors. They know where each food and their lunches come from. They know that the food they eat at every meal comes from a farm. They can see that a farm is a lot of work. But for every way that we take care of the farm, it returns a gift. A fresh egg for breakfast, sweet fruit all summer, a place to share and call home all year long. So thanks so much for enjoying this book with us. Okay, bye-bye. Till next time.
From all the farmers here at Jones Family Farms, thank you for listening to Storytime. We hope to see you visiting our farms and participating in bringing in the harvest. Our website is the best resource to answer questions regarding any of the seasons on our farm.